Well, what's great about that question is it really is a scene-setting question. It really gets to the heart of it. And I guess if we start by looking at, well, what are the barriers? What are the things that hold senior associates back at the moment? I mean, the main thing I see when I work with law firms pretty much anywhere in the world is there are very few lawyers that get into the law in order to become salespeople. So they have this kind of misconception that business development is like this pushy act of selling, pretty much like if you were buying a used car. And of course, the reality is that they're the product, and therefore their authenticity is absolutely paramount. So one of the things that really gets in the way here is, I think, a lot of misconceptions about what business development is, and also kind of linked with that, the fact that the work that the lawyers do, their day job, that's where the buzz is. And also they get short-term results. They've got a problem to address, they get a result, bang, they can move on. Business development isn't like that. Business development is about relationships, and relationships are complex things. But as soon as you recognize that people buy emotionally first and then they justify logically, then you can realize that actually, if I choose to, I can start focusing on the foundations of building the right relationships with the right people. And I guess it's less about what a firm can do to support you, because I think, Jennifer, what you just said about, giving programs on leadership or management, and they're not the same if you don't give people an opportunity to really do something, really hold a client meeting. So the reality is, if you want to get good at business development, you've got to go out and do it. And the more you do it, the more lucky you get. And the more lucky you get, the more business you win. But as an associate, senior associate, I think it's about having the confidence to practice at the edge of discomfort. It's the only way you've learned any skill of any value. You practice at the edge of discomfort, you learn that skill quickly. And for me, it's about picking 3 or 4 key priority foundations, so that even as a senior associate, where maybe I'm not interacting on a daily basis with the work givers, I'm working with members of an in-house team, I can still do very proactive things to build the foundations, such that as I move forward towards partnership, the people I'm working with in the client organizations are moving forward to being in a position to award work. So I think it's about choosing some foundations, but perhaps most of all, it's about recognizing that business development is an important part of the role. No one in that firm is going to say, right, now as a senior associate, you need to be spending 15.7% of your time doing it. You're going to have to carve that time out yourself from an already busy schedule.